Alright, and welcome. Thank you for joining me here on the Head Empty channel. This is my very first recording here on the channel, but I doubt it'll be the first upload you see. Today we're checking out Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 1. It's a big one. This is one of the big dogs. I've seen the first, I think, 2 episodes of the just Fullmetal Alchemist. I forget what the real difference is, but I know this is the one that people say to watch. I think this is like the canon version or something. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know really much about it. I don't remember the first couple episodes I saw. Really, I remember character designs. I think I've heard some of the OP music. Other than that, I don't really know much of what I'm getting into. But we're gonna watch it. I got a notepad here. Take some notes. I hope that's not too annoying to see me. I'll probably rewatch it after and take some more notes, but pretty much what I'm trying to do here is kind of just share my experience with some of the shows that I know other people really enjoy and that I'm sure I'm going to really enjoy as well. And this one is pretty highly regarded from what I understand. I don't know what I'm getting into here. I've got high hopes, not too high. I think we should just get into it, to be honest. Roy Mustang. Well, there you go, the Fullmetal Alchemist. See, I remember him. Edward, yeah. That is not the voice I was expecting for this guy, though. Al. I have this on a playlist. I know this song. I love this song. I did not know this was from this. Yo. This song rocks, bro. I don't even really know what alchemy is. I've heard that said like all the damn time. I don't know what it is. But I assume it's pretty prevalent in this show. So, I'm gonna learn. Also, is he just in armor? This Al guy? Or is he a robot? Whoa. Okay, yeah, they did call him the freezing guy, right? He fucked them up! Equivalent exchange. Yeah, I've heard of that. What the fuck? Oh, is he like a cyborg? Automail. Ah, okay. The Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh, they thought it was him? I guess that would make sense. He's fully metal. They're brothers? Is he like his actual brother, or is he just like a robot he calls his brother? Damn, bro. That's a firepower, honestly. I recognize this voice actor. 年長者の言うことは素直に聞いとくものだ。へいへい。さて、名前はアイザック・マクドゥーガル。
イシュバール殲滅戦の時、我が軍の一員として活躍した。戦後彼は国家錬金術師の称号を返上し、
I can already tell this is gonna be a pretty cool world.
身を投じた。
俺は殺すのなんかごめんだ。
好きにしたまえ。
Spoken like a true anime MC.
体を元に戻す手がかりは見つかったのかね。
Oh, so this happened to them.
氷結の錬金術師の身柄拘束とはとんだ命令で災難だったな。それともセントラル護衛店のチャンスか。最年少の国家錬金術師に会えるとは光栄だな。
So they're famous.
俺はマース・ヒューズ中佐だ。
僕は弟のアルフォンス・エルリックです。
Bro, what happened to this? I'm so intrigued.
用がないなら直ちに帰りたまえ。
帰るさ、用が済んだらな。君たちどうせ宿決まってないんだろ。だったらうちに来いよ。
エリシアちゃん。パパおひげ痛い。大きい。ちっちゃい。エリシアちゃん、俺はエドワード・エルリック。こっちが弟のアルフォンス・エルリック。
お兄ちゃんなのになんでちっちゃいの？ほら止めてもらうんだからおとなしくして。
さあ食べてくれ。
いただきます。
アルフォンスは鎧着たままだと食えないよな。
これはそのあるは今錬金術の修行中で。よし、今日も俺が2人。
He's a fully like a robot or something. He's like fully a metal dude. He's a full metal dude.
最近聞いた中では一番面白い冗談ですよ。
He sounds young too. Like I really wonder how old both of them are.
このグレンの錬金術師が
Crimson Alchemist.
トニー・ブラッドレーよ。お前もイシュバールでは見たはずだ。あの地獄を。ブラッドレーが私たちに何をさせたか知っているはずだ。
誤解しないでください。ツラを殺したのは殺したかったからに過ぎませんよ。
ご苦労さん。
Damn.
眠れないの？
まあな。
Freezing is actually just such a deadly power. It seems like elements are going to be a big thing in this show.
あの二人のことを考えていたんでしょ？
国家錬金術師といえば世間からは軍の犬なんて呼ばれてる存在だ。あの年でそんなの昭和されてると思うとな。
兄さん起きてる？グレイシアさんの機種お母さんのみたいだったね。
ああ、うまかったよ。
本当？
I love quiche.
それなら体を取り戻したら食べるものリストに加えなきゃ。
That's kind of sad.
どけ。
兄さん。早く元の体に戻りたいね。
I love eating personally, so I can't even imagine. What happened to these two, man? And why is this guy playing with Sidewalk Shock all the time?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh yeah,
Fullmetal Alchemist.
I remember the memes.
報告によれば、アイザックは昨夜中央刑務所に潜入した。必ず見つけ出せ。見つけ次第射殺しても構わん。これは大相当令である。私も出る。
救護兵急げ。死傷者5名本部に報告。
水蒸気爆発だ。水は急激に温度を上げると爆発的に膨張する。
Yeah, that's true.
よし。
Al's got a pretty great character design, by the way.
この連星をかわすとはさすがですな、アイザック殿。アームストロング。
Armstrong? He just made spikes pop out of that wall. He made clones? He's got like a pretty versatile skill set here, man. It's all just freezing and boiling and stuff. This guy seems cool, by the way. Armstrong. A lot of cool characters so far.
久しぶりだな、氷結の。
ロイ・マスタング。いや、炎の
Flame. Okay.
だよ、かつての戦友と戦わねばならないと。
戦友、私に友などいない。
Same.
イシュバールにいたのは腐りきった軍とその犬どもだ。所詮は炎、水には勝てぬ。
Play Pokemon, bro. We got firebenders, we got waterbenders. I think, was Armstrong an earthbender?
こんな路地で何をしていたか気になって戻ってみたらビンゴだぜ。
Bingo. Oh, okay.
賢者の石。
Philosopher's Stone.
大気中の水分を。
エドワード・エルリック、軍の犬。
That's a sick shot.
お前はこの国が何をしようとしているのか知っているのか。
知るか。
私のやろうとしていることがわかるはずだ。
知らねえっつってんだろ。
Get him out! Get his ass! Although I don't know, this guy seems like something seems fucked up about this military.
ああ、おいあんた、賢者の石持ってんだろ。
何の話だ。
言わねえんな。
What is a philosopher's stone? I'm not gonna lie, this guy's pretty cool. Nature. Damn!
氷の壁が
つながっていく。
まさかあの人。
Oh, the whole... Okay, that's cool.
氷漬けにするつもりか。ささ。
This is a wild first episode.
その間に冷静人を。
壊すのだろ。はい、わかった。キングブラッドレー。今こそ我が氷結による。
I already know what power I want. Sorry. And there's always like a lightning effect. It always makes me think they're gonna do some electric attack, but it's not that. Damn, the fights are sick so far. Let's see it. No head. Oh my god. Wait, so he's like a suit of armor. He's like hollow. Oh. What is that? Human transmutation. Flashback? What the fuck? That's blood? Bro, what the fuck happened? Wait, he had two hands there, though. Actually, I might have an idea what happened. Liking the OST? Yeah, I thought so. Oh shit, I didn't expect that though. Yes, there's something going on. This guy already seems like he's gray somehow. Not when you laugh like that though, bro. I can't defend you when you're doing that. Well, he was killing people, so it can't be that good. Whatever he's trying to do. We're useless on... So his gloves are special. Oh, this is cool. The monochrome with just the red blood. What's this guy about, man? You got the eye patch going on. Do something sick. His arms. He's cut his arms off. Okay, so that one wasn't like an element, it seems. Is that the stone? He just flexed his shirt off. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nah, don't smile like that, bro. I just watch you do some whack shit. My son. I wonder if that's what that red thing was. Or if it was from that crimson dude, because it was red. Don't. Oh, shit. Call the cops, man. Unless, are they the cops? What the hell?
So, Isaac は死んだのね。で、賢者の石は使いすぎたのね。グラトニー、変なもの食べちゃダメでしょ。
Gluttony? Like the sin?
始まるわよ。もうすぐにね。
Okay, I actually, that's so funny. I just added this to my playlist recently. I love this song. Let's watch this. Oh, I didn't know the lyrics though. A girl? They have a sister? I like how it's, since they're kind of kids, right? It seems like whatever happened to them happened when they were kids. It's drawn in like child's drawings, crayons and shit. It's animated really well too, though. Yeah, who's this girl, man? Unless, was that just the... No, that wouldn't have been the girl with Roy. I think that's his name, right? I don't think we got a name for her. I'm not reading these lyrics, I'm sorry. This song is so good, I'm just listening to it. Ah, nope. No! But I did just see there was a girl there. Alright, so I'm probably gonna rewatch that and take some notes, because I got names pretty much. But yeah, we'll stick around for the discussion. Thank you for, if you were just here for the reaction to the show, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna go into the discussion portion now, because I actually do want to talk about what I just watched. And it was pretty cool so far, I can say that. Initial thoughts, that was really good. That was a really strong introduction to the series. Okay, I said I didn't really remember just the regular Fullmetal Alchemist. I can say I'm pretty sure it didn't start like that. If it did, then I really don't remember, but I don't remember any of that. But so far, character designs are sweet. The world building so far, it looks like it's going to be drip fed, and I like that. I like the characters. They're very endearing so far. I like Ed. I like Al. I don't know how many of them how often we're gonna see these guys, but I mean, I know we're gonna see Ed and Al, but like judging by the OP and ED, I didn't see much of like characters like Roy or Alex or Bradley. So I don't know, but so far they really just said, here's a ton of fucking action for you. Here's the kind of powers that you'll be seeing in the series, and there's probably going to be a little bit of a mystery, or pulling back the veil of whatever's going on in the country or the military or whatever the hell Isaac was talking about. I'm pretty sure that was his name. So thank you for tuning in. If this was all you were here for, though, I encourage you to stick around because we're probably going to have a pretty nice discussion about the series. Alright, sweet. Alright, and we're back. That was a pretty interesting first episode. It was really good, actually. Again, I didn't remember any of that from the other one that I saw. I don't know exactly how different it's supposed to be, or if it was different at all, and I just don't remember. I took a lot more notes than I thought, I'm going to be real. So, we're introduced to our main characters, Ed and Al. I have the names written down. I'm pretty good at names, I'm not gonna lie. So I doubt I'll forget names now that I'm writing them down too. So yeah, Ed and Al. Very interesting start. I like their dynamic, first of all. I like how Al's kind of like, the muscle, while Ed, he's said to be short. We don't know their ages. Al sounds like a kid in there, so I don't know how long it's been since the whole arm and leg thing. And I don't know their ages, but I don't know if Ed's supposed to be actually short or if it's just they're comparing him to Al, who's pretty big dude, or at least whatever the armor that he's in is big, and he does not like being called short. He seems to get pretty upset when people don't recognize his talents or just not being short. So yeah, him and Al are state alchemists, I think, or maybe not. Maybe they were just brought on because they weren't wearing the uniforms. But they've got a crazy backstory. It sounds like Ed's got an automail arm, and I'm assuming his leg as well. I didn't see in the episode if his leg was the automail, the cyborg leg, but I saw in the flashback that we got that it was gone. And he wasn't missing the arm there, weirdly enough. I don't know if that has to do with what's going on with Al. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I assume it's got something to do with that because we didn't see Al in the flashback, and it sounded like something pretty fucked up happened to him. This is considering what I saw happen to Ed. So, I don't know. Maybe he had to lose an arm for that. We didn't see Al as a human, and I assume he is a human because they're called brothers. He must have died, right? They said his soul's attached to the armor. We're gonna get more about it, so I'm excited. Overall I'm excited about this show because that was a really good introduction. I can't lie. I see how it could get people hooked. Cause I'm in it. Yeah, so they're in Central, which I assume is like a capital or whatever of wherever they're at, or at least it's where maybe all the state alchemists work. That's their HQ. We're introduced to Roy Mustang. He's a colonel. He's the flame alchemist or fire alchemist or something. And he's got these gloves. Now, and he snaps his fingers. That's pretty cool. I like that. What I noticed though about the gloves, and what I've noticed throughout the episode, is they have the markings. I assume because they're circles, they're the transmutation circles that Isaac, the freezing alchemist, was talking about, and I have a lot to say about him as well. He was pretty interesting. It seems like you can't use the powers that they're using without them. And so what I saw was Roy had them on his gloves, and it looked like the bad guys actually had them kind of on their bodies. I don't know if that, bad guys, I don't know. It seems like there's going to be a bit of gray here, because our terrorist friend, he had them on his hands, and so did the Crimson guy, Kimbley, I think his name was. I don't know what makes him Crimson. I don't know if that had to do with the Philosopher's Stone, but he had them on his hands as well. And then we saw the chick at the end with the gluttony guy. She had that on her chest, and so I don't know if that's going to be a pattern going forward. But the ones I saw so far of the ops currently, they had. I assume that the chick dressed in all black bathed in just a red glowing light with the guy with the glowing red eyes is probably a bad guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, don't. Obviously, it's a spoiler. So yeah, I don't know what the difference is there, but what I liked was that, yeah, Roy had them on his gloves, and he had a whole suitcase full of them, so I don't know if that means he needed to get, like, it gets used up, but Roy had them on his gloves, Armstrong had them on his metal gloves, Ed, I guess, doesn't need to use them, but I saw Al did. Al, I wasn't sure if Al knew how to use the techniques or I guess the alchemy, but he can. He used it, I think, to make like a stone pillar or platform or something, but he used the circle. Ed, I guess, didn't. Though I thought I saw one in the flashback, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look back. I guess that's what makes Ed special. I don't know exactly how rare that's supposed to be, but it sounded rare by the way that the freezing alchemist was talking about it. I assume this is going to be pretty baked into our power system that we've got going on in this series. The taboo that I guess Ed took part in, which was human transmutation, that might just be what happened to, that actually might be what happened to Al. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he did something like that to save his brother. He got pretty pissed about it, though, when he was mocked for it. So, a sensitive topic. I mean, if it involves the death of his brother, I guess it would be. So, I'm excited to learn about that backstory. It's very interesting. Now, Bradley, I don't know about him so far. He honestly seems more sketchy to me than Isaac did, if I'm being honest. Isaac seemed pretty pissed off at him. His whole thing was about kind of taking him down, because he took part in this. Isaac took part in this Ishvalan War of Extermination, and I assume that a lot of the Alchemists did. And after that, he quit and joined this other side organization that I guess is against the state alchemists. He seems to know something, like what was behind this extermination, or maybe it's something separate, and that was just like what kicked it off, this war. He seems to blame Bradley for it. And Bradley, I don't know what happened with him. When he killed Isaac, he didn't seem to use a transmutation circle, but he just used a sword. But he was like super fast, so I don't know if that was alchemy or if that was just a physical skill. I'm not sure where to suspend my disbelief with that sort of thing yet. This first episode. Yeah, he looked like a badass, but he looked scary in that alleyway. And I guess he's got a son as well. Maybe that'll come back. He was called King Bradley at one point. I don't know. That could be his first name. I'm not sure if that has to do with something else, because Isaac was kind of off his rocker, to be honest, so he was just saying shit. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that yet. I guess I'll go back to Roy real quick. He's pretty cool so far. I like the line that he said to Ed in the beginning about listening to your elders speaking or whatever, came back in the end, told that by Maze, I think his name was. That was pretty funny. I assume that we're going to be seeing a lot of Roy. He got some decent screen time in this episode. We might be getting some fun interactions between him and Ed, maybe, and his assistant. She was pretty funny as well. I don't believe we got her name. I guess he's vulnerable to water, because she said he was useless in the rain. I don't know if that was just a joke, kind of bashing him for just whatever. She seems kind of like the assistant who gets fed up with him, because he might have a temper. Oh, as far as the powers. So, it seems like there's a little bit of overlap. It doesn't seem like it's something where everybody has kind of their own power and you're exclusively going to be using that power, because I saw some overlap between Ed, Al, and Armstrong / Alex. They all used kind of like, they were transmutating, they were using alchemy on the stone around them. So we saw Roy using fire, we saw Isaac using ice, and they're called like the Fullmetal, the fire, and the freezing alchemist, although Isaac was also boiling water, which was pretty cool. Like just all temperatures of water into his kit. But yeah, so it seems like there's going to be specialists and people who've probably practiced in a certain area of alchemy, but maybe you can learn a lot of different stuff, like wizards, it's gonna be like magic. Though it looks like there's gonna be that science aspect as well. Very cool. Again, the world building so far is cool. It's got me pretty intrigued. Yeah, Maze seemed cool. He's a lieutenant colonel. He's got the wife, the daughter. She makes good quiche. That Al said he wanted to add to his list of stuff that he wants to eat when he gets his body back. That's sad as fuck. I love eating, but just in general, that's sad. Like, he can't eat. He can't. I guess he'd just be immortal then, right? He's just fully immortal. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. You see, like, all the time in stories, the drawbacks of what immortality would be, and that's something I've always gravitated towards, to be honest. So I feel for him. That's kind of fucked. And Maze brought them in. He seems nice. He's cool. He's the one who called them the dogs of the military, and I assume that's because of the history that the state alchemists have. It's probably got something to do with the war that was mentioned. And Ed and Al are staying with them. I don't know if that's just kind of where we're going to be for a while, if they're going to be living with them, or if we're going to move on after this. We'll have to see. And speaking of how sad it is about Al losing his body and wanting to get it back, it looks like that's one of the goals that Ed and Al have, is to get their bodies back. So whatever happened with the human transmutation shit, I guess they want it to be undone. Al, it's funny how people think that he's the Fullmetal Alchemist, because I'm gonna be real, I did too. I thought when you're talking about Fullmetal Alchemist, Full Metal, the dude's fully metal. He's a full metal guy. So I thought that's what we were talking about here. I thought he was the Fullmetal Alchemist as well, so it's a pretty fun gag. We were told that the Crimson Alchemist, his name is Kimberly, I guess. I don't know if that's a first name or last name. It sounds like a last name to me. He was in prison for killing officers. I assume for what would be the same goal as the freezing guy. I don't know why he wouldn't let him out. The freezing guy, Isaac and Roy, I guess they were comrades or war buddies. They were together during, or at least before, the Ishvalan War. So I don't know if Kimberly was a part of that as well. I don't know if he was one of them. The transmutation circles, there's a lot of different symbols. So it looks like that there's going to be different symbols to use different powers. They just mean different things, which would make sense. But the giant one, I made the joke about playing with sidewalk chalk during the episode, but he was putting them all around the city to make a giant version of what the smaller one was. That's when they talked, all the lightning went up in the air and the red glowing, and that's when they talked about the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know what that is. I assume it's the red thing that we saw at the end of the episode. When that happened, there was some old dude's face that popped up. I kind of want to say it looked like there was a similar shot in the OP. After this, I'm not going to watch the OP. I just wanted to hear the song and look. That's what I like to do. I like to watch it once and then skip it after, just to get an idea for the song. But it looked like it might have been. He looked like it younger in the OP, and he looked similar to Ed. So maybe it's their father or something. We don't know anything about their parents. Nothing like that. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with that at all. But I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. But this giant thing lit up, and we just saw the shot of this guy's face, like opening his eyes. And then when Roy destroyed all the circles later, it shut down, and his eyes closed. So we'll just have to see. But I'm sure he's important. A little bit of foreshadowing. Other than that, I'm not sure if there's anything else I've got to say. At least in my notes here, I can say for sure, definitely, that I'm going to enjoy watching this, I think. You know, people talk about the whole 3-episode rule or whatever. Whatever, man. You just need a good first episode to hook people in. It doesn't take much to hook me in. I don't know how many episodes it is. I probably won't look it up. And it's got to be a few seasons, right? I do kind of wish I saw this when it was coming out, though. Someone let me know, if you're watching, if you want to leave a comment, like what year this came out. Because this would have been one that I'm sure I would have liked to see as it was dropping. Maybe it's old enough to where I wouldn't have really been interested in anime at that point. But I'm interested now. All the characters were pretty likable, and that's usually like the most important thing to me, is the characters. The plot, you know, is cool, it's good, but you can have a cool ass plot, but if I'm not liking the characters, you can't get me in, you know. You can't keep me there if you got some insufferable characters. And so far the dynamics are enjoyable to watch. And so was the whole episode. So hey, I think that's all I've got. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you liked the video, like the video. You know, I plan on doing maybe this whole show. Let me know by hitting the like. That's letting me know that somebody's enjoying. And subscribe. This channel is green. It's new. If you want to see more of what I'm gonna put out, hit the little. I think there's a bell somewhere. People say that, right? I think it lets you know. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. This was fun. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.